The number of ghost homes is on the rise, apparently, in Tauranga, but the city still has fewer empty houses than other areas of the region. Tauranga Mayor Mahé Drysdale says that Tauranga is facing a housing shortage, and it's better to occupy current dwellings than build new ones, adding it's a very hard problem to solve. Tauranga is a very attractive place to come to holiday, and he says it's probably a problem a number of councils around the country grapple with. There were 2,142 empty homes apparently in Tauranga. This was on census night, and 55, just under 56,000 occupied homes. The council has previously estimated that Tauranga is short of about 5,000 homes, and 2.8% of their residents, or about 4,000, to experience homelessness in some form. Joining me now is Tauranga Councillor Marten Rozeboom, who says if people owned a home, it was their choice if they live in it or not. And he joins me now. Marten, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Leah. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. Good to talk to you. So you are the chairman of the Vision, Planning, Growth and Environment that deals with housing supply. What's your take then on why some houses are empty?
Oh, first of all, I'd like to state that if a person owns a property, it's their choice whether it's occupied or not, or whether they choose to live in it or not. We're obviously, as you've clearly stated, we're a lovely place to live and people want to live here, but also people have holiday homes here. So we have large portions of the Tauranga area, predominantly Mount Maunganui, Papma area, but we have a large percentage of holiday homes.
Right. Oh, the mayor
are only here for the weekend.
Yeah, right. Well, so the mayor says Tauranga is facing a housing shortage and it's better to occupy current dwellings than build more. You don't agree with that, or you do agree with that?
Oh, no, I agree. We would like to have all our homes occupied, but we can't force people to put people into their own property. So all we can do is encourage people to occupy homes out of here. We cannot force.
I do agree, Marten, that you can't force, but of course, you know, many countries around the world implement a tax or surcharge on empty properties. Certain states in Australia do it. And if we were to follow, if you took Queenstown, for example, if they did something similar to what Vancouver's doing, they could generate $255 million a year. I mean, that's in taxes.
And rental. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if it's so in Vancouver, yes, if it's not occupied within 6 months, there's a 5% tax that goes on. I mean, you could call it an envy tax, but they looked at Queenstown doing something similar. Pardon me?
You could call it lots of things. I don't think there's an appetite here in Tauranga for that type of thinking yet. We need to get better at developing new sites. As I've stated quite clearly, I'd like to better understand the type of housing or model of housing that the modern New Zealander wants to live in, whether it is high-rise or medium density or open greenfield living, and how can we provide it? Because all that stuff comes at a cost.
Yeah, it does. Actually, I'm glad you said that, because I did see that was one of your goals. You've said the days of the quarter-acre section are over.
Yes, because Tauranga is running out of nice, flat, green, open spaces to expand into.
Yeah.
And there's lots of studies and reports done around we need to live smarter, better, closer to where we want to work, live, play, whatever.
Yeah.
And we need to come up with a plan or a process where people can choose where they want to live, but it needs to be done in a way that fits their back pocket as well.
Yeah, it's true. Marten, the government-appointed commission that ran Tauranga for a couple of years ended with the appointment of Mahé Drysdale. How's the new mayor taken to his position? Oh,
he's been extremely busy. Darting all around the country, meeting with relevant officials, trying to put Tauranga and our goals and aspirations in front of all the relevant people. No, we've all been, as councillors, very impressed with how he's doing his job.